Yo, what is going on? Cover One crew, welcome back to the show. Happy Monday to all. Hope you had a great weekend. Hope you enjoyed the NFL Combine. I know I did. I got to see a lot of, traits out of these players that you don't get to see in pads. Even when you dissect the film, it's great to see in shorts, to see how fluid the movements are, how quick they are. See those 40 times, and we got to talk some Dynasty trending players for these rookies. We're talking running backs, because it's important. This class is absolutely loaded with talent. We're going to see a ton of potential fantasy-relevant running backs coming out of this draft. So, get ready. I got 20 players, 20 running backs that I'm talking about on the player trends, because it's important. Come Dynasty Draft, rookie drafts, it's going to be very important. This is, again, fluid situation. It will come and go, up and down, rise and fall. But this is where we see him as of today, post-NFL Combine, because it is important to understand these values. Let's go. As I mentioned, there are so many talented running backs in this draft class, and we got to get started because there's an abundance of them. Number one, Bijan Robinson. He is still, he did nothing really to, diminish anything. He just looked great. The ball catching ability in this man is CMC-esque, and we saw it on display. I was hoping his 40 time was going to be a little higher. It did not happen. Still, he is still the number one player on my board for Dynasty Fantasy Football. His stock is just continuing to increase in my mind. No kidding about that. Jahmyr Gibbs, Alabama. His stock increased for me, if that's actually possible. He was my number two guy, likely going in Dynasty formats for running backs anyway, but he looked damn good, and he ran a sub 4.4 on the 40. Just gives even more credence to the fact that he is that good. He is so fluid. The foot movements are so quick. It's just a natural type of playmaker you got with home run ability. Gibbs is definitely rising up my board. Zach Charbonnet, however you want to call it, is Charbonnet, but he's on the even for me right now, and I think his value held very steady. I wanted to see how he was going to operate, even though I've dissected his film a lot, and I am already very much impressed. He is a very talented running back, big type of guy, like a bulldozer, but he's got some light feet. He's got the ability to catch passes from the backfield, which is what we love in fantasy football. So Charbonnet, he's on the even for me. Didn't do nothing, overly, turn my head, but he didn't do anything to diminish his stock either. Tank Bigsby, Auburn. His stock went up, man, and I don't know why everybody's sleeping on Tank. Yeah, fine, his collegiate statistics went down as he was, continuing his collegiate career. I don't care. When you watch a guy like this, a kid like this playing football, he's put together. He's everything, prototypical you're looking for in size and stature, weight, whatever you want to say. The criticism came in, can he catch passes? Is he a true three-down back? Does he have home run potential? Okay, the home run speed is going to be the biggest knock that I got on a Bigsby in this draft process. Absolutely. He showed he can catch the ball. Soft hands. He was able to run very well, very decisive. The cut movements were there. I like Tank Bigsby, and I am not falling off the wagon. His stock definitely increased post-combine for me. Tajay Spears. There's something about Spears right now, and I get it. He had a fabulous, Senior Bowl. He did not do anything bad in this combine outside of not running the 40. I was hoping he was going to do that. Did not. But he looked good in the drills. He looked, decisive, fluid as well. But there's just something about Spears right now. I got to go back and watch even more film on him to understand what it is that I don't like about his game overall. I think he's a good talent, but there's something there that's kind of like, pause, give me a sec. I don't know what it is. But Spears right now to me is on the even. He is not up or down at this point. Devin A-Chain, my guy. Devin, the super speedy back. Yes, he's undersized, measured in at about 5'8", fine, but he's put together. He's around 200 pounds, so you got to love what he's going to be able to bring to an NFL club. I am a big supporter of Devin A-Chain. Wanted to see the combine, a good combine from him, and he definitely showed out for me. His stock is on the rise, increasing as we speak. Kenny McIntosh, UGA, he's on the even. He didn't do anything bad for me, but it was just I wanted more flash. Did not necessarily get it, even though, I've studied his film on the regular, and I know what his game is. Kind of feel like he's going to be something like a James White in the NFL. Maybe a little bit more, but I think that's kind of his role in the NFL. Very well put together running back, but he's on the even for me. Value still sits where it should. Roschon Johnson, there was some good and some bad, and he caught the ball well, which was good, but he had some stumble. The accelerators weren't necessarily on point in the combine like I wanted to see, but I still believe in Roschon. I think he's going to be a quality two-down type of back, and you're going to have a pass-catching back to spell him on third downs. Kind of see what you're getting out of Roschon. Even though he is capable in catching passes, I think he can be a good starter in the NFL, so he's on the even for me right now. Sean Tucker and Israel there on the down for me. They didn't perform, and I don't understand why they chose not to. Probably, hedging their bets, wanting to do it at their pro day. Completely understand that. So now I'm going to be watching their pro days with high intensity. I want to see them on the field. I am a fan of both Tucker and Israel. And, I mean, it bothered me. Why did you perform at the Combine? Show us what you got. I get it. It's shorts, but it's important for the movements. It's important to see how these guys move in the drills. It is important. I don't care what anybody says. Tucker and Israel are very good, talented running backs, but right now they're slightly trending down for me at this point, so their pro day is going to tell a little bit better on what we're going to see come, dynasty purposes, and potential landing spot for both these gentlemen. It could be very huge in that respect as well. Chase Brown, Illinois. And, I mean, didn't do anything to, make me feel otherwise on up or down. So I think he's kind of in that even kill right now. I think he's a very good running back, put together, could be a 3-down running back in the NFL. He just got up his hands a little bit more, but he's very, very well put together as well, and he's a quick individual. So I'm okay with Chase Brown, just not over the moon for him, I should say, in that respect. Kendre Miller, TCU. On the down, didn't do nothing as well. And if you didn't perform in the Combine, you're getting a touchdown for me right now. Miller's got some abilities, got some skills that I do like and I do covet in my dynasty running backs. But right now, did not like the fact that he didn't perform at the Combine, so I'm giving him a touchdown right now. Going to be paying attention to his pro day also. Zach Evans and Dwayne McBride, they did not perform due to injury, so they get the even pass right now. Can't do nothing about it. I wanted to see him perform, weren't on the field because they were nursing some injuries, so that's fine. They get a pass right now as they're going to head to their pro days and try to show out in that respect. The Jitterbug, Deuce Vaughn. How can you not root for this guy, man? He measures in at 5'5". Okay, he's got a problem with his height. What can he do? He's one of these guys that just continues to grind and move. He is so quick when it comes to the bag drills, the agility, the foot quickness. Deuce Vaughn is a fan favorite. I'm going to miss watching this guy on Saturdays in college football, hoping big time and praying that he finds his way onto an NFL roster, that he could maybe potentially be a pass-catching back, but he is so undersized. I would be shocked to see him get drafted. He likely is a priority undrafted rookie free agent, but this guy's heart is bigger than his body, and he's going to be pushing to try to get on an NFL club as soon as he possibly can. He's just so dynamic and electric, and it's just such a shame. If he was 5'8", man, we wouldn't even be having this conversation. Those 3 inches, man, just killed it. I'm still hoping. I mean, we saw Tariq Cohen at 5'6", do some damage in the NFL. We'll see. Hopefully, Deuce Vaughn can find his way onto a roster and potentially do some damage in the pass game. That's kind of what we're hoping for. But he's ups on the trends for me because I love him and I'm rooting for him because I really do like his game. He's that good. No kidding about that. Chris Rodriguez, Kentucky. He is on the down. Did not perform in this as well. I was already kind of off his game coming into this draft process right now. Not a huge fan. I do, understand and like a lot of the things that he does. Just not my type of running back that I covet at this point. And him not performing at the Combine, another one that I was just so disappointed in. Wanted to see him on the field. Wasn't there. He's got a downtrend for me. Eric Gray from OU, Oklahoma. He did okay, and he had some stumble on the bags as well. Heavy feet a little bit at times. Didn't really like that. Otherwise, he performed decently well. Catches the ball out of the backfield very well. He does that, you see it on film all the time with OU. So for me, he's on the even. Nothing higher, nothing lower. He could, again, fall. He's going to likely fall to day 3. But he is a capable running back that could, take a lion's share of carries if given the opportunity. He's on the even for me, as is Mo Ibrahim, Minnesota. Ibrahim. He's on the even for me. I mean, okay, one of the passes went over his head. He came back. They gave him another shot. He caught the ball. There's a lot of tread on Mo's tires, plus the injury to the Achilles. Yes, he did come back, and I mean, it's just one of those things that you're looking at. Over 4,000 some yards in his collegiate career. I mean, just a good sizable workload that has shown a lot of productivity. I like Mo Ibrahim a lot. I think he's a very talented running back, but he'll likely be, not so much in the pass game. So you're talking first and second down. He's still on the even for me. I still like him in likely a day 3 prospect as well. But I like his game. I think that he could eventually carve himself some type of role in the NFL. So he's taxi squad for Dynasty all day long. The biggest winner for me outside of the top dogs like Bijan and Gibbs, Keaton Mitchell, he was just unreal. And he just on the field, he reminded me something like another Jerick McKinnon type of running back. The ability, the speed, he was just so fast. His 40 was lightning fast. He was catching everything that come his way. Natural ball hand catcher, corrals those balls in like I've never seen. It's just he was so good. And for me, I wanted to see, this is why one of the things, okay, yes, are we going to say that his draft stock in the NFL is going to inflate because of the combine? Likely not. Is he going to increase in Dynasty Fantasy Football? Likely not, but he is moving up my board. I definitely took notice of a Keaton Mitchell from East Carolina. He looked damn good on that field, and if he continues to progress this way, he will definitely find himself a role as a third down back, pass-catching back in the NFL because he does have that ability, and he's got definite home run appeal, which is what you got to love. Scoring touchdowns for fantasy football is key, and Mitchell could definitely be one of those guys. Last one on my board is Tavian Thomas, Utah Utes. I was disappointed. I really was. I've been a promoter, saying, potential 7th round running back, undrafted rookie, free agent that could do a lot of damage. He's shown good productivity in college. Just didn't do it for me in shorts. Did not look, great. Yes, he's a bigger dude. He ran a 4.75 if I'm not mistaken. And I mean, just for the body size, fine. It's still very quick and fast, compared to average individuals like us. But he didn't flash anything that I was expecting. You heard, the commentators suggest it's like a LeGarrette Blount style. I didn't see that coming, from his game from the Utes. I thought he was a little bit, better in that respect, even though Blount did have some good years in his time. Thomas is one of these guys I was really rooting for. Did not come to pass for me, so I got him on the trend down. And at this point right now, you got to believe undrafted rookie free agent for him is definitely on the docket. So, I mean, if you got a deep taxi squad and he lands on a good team, Thomas could be a flyer for you late in your rookie drafts. But as of right now, I'm kind of not as so favorable on Tavian Thomas. There you have it. That is trending rookies for running backs post-NFL Combine. And we're going to see a lot of things change as we continue to move forward. NFL free agency's coming. Teams are going to start stockpiling their rosters that much more. We're going to see the pro days coming for these rookie running backs, which is going to either uplift or downgrade their value as well. And then the NFL draft, obviously, so we will understand where these guys reside on their respective clubs, which will, again, alter these values. So it's a fluid event, but this is how I see them as we sit today. Very important, as I'm in plenty of dynasty leagues and we see a lot of trades flying. I'm sure they are in yours as well, but nevertheless, as always, don't forget to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, jump in those comments, give me your thoughts. Who's your favorite back outside of Bijan, let's say it that way, in this draft for your dynasty team? Throw them in the comments. We can debate it out, man. I'm always respectful, so if you come in, we're going to, in the comment section, we will definitely talk it out. But nevertheless, I'll see you next time. I am out.